All right, BMW bros. I don't normally smile, ever, especially at the opening of a video. But this is life goals right here, bros. This is it's about as good as it gets. Well, we have Brembo GT, I think they call it CCM kit. This is the carbon ceramic. I don't know what CCM stands for. I may have just made that up. But this is the Brembo, sort of the aftermarket Brembo carbon ceramic kit, the GT kit specifically for the E92 M3. And basically it's the same as their normal GT steel kit, just with carbon ceramic rotors that cost as much as most people's cars. It's pretty insane how much this costs. And the Öhlins TTX custom valve, custom built, custom springed from our friends at 3DM Suspension. So we're going to install this and try not to make my cheeks hurt from smiling so much. This is like car guy. This is my version of, you know, car guy dream world, bizarro world, to do this kind of, like these are the modifications that I've been looking at on, you know, on IND, or looking at on, you know, on various, you know, car retailers forever that sell parts of, man, if someday if I could just get those parts, then my car will be so much faster and so much better. Now, as a 42-year-old man, I don't really care about the lighter and the faster and better. This is my version of of spending money on something that is frivolous. This is my, like, painting or watch or something like that. This is I understand the ridiculousness of this. The only reason I bought this is because we made a couple $100,000 on the giveaway of of my beloved Le Mans E92 for this, you know, this 800-mile version. So I'm doing what I said I'd do, and we're modifying the heck out of this thing. I already have this is the Alpha N Performance front lip. We have the headers done, so American Racing headers and full exhaust. I have FIRs, I have TE37s, I have the 359M wheels. We have, this car really well set up, and now the next step is to get suspension right. I'm waiting on Dynan's sway bars are back ordered, so I can do those later. I'm also waiting on the front control arm monoballs to come in as well, so we can do those. So we're going to do the brakes and suspension at the same time. We'll take the factory brakes off, and then we'll put the Öhlins in, and then we'll do the carbon ceramics and bleed them and all that stuff. So you have to remove the steering knuckle, the steering shaft in order to get the headers in, or out and in. Yep. And so then I went out for a rip, and then I got all kinds of crazy errors going on.
The top hat's loose, pinch bolt.
I don't think there's any way that sway bar end link is going to work. I mean, look,
it looks awfully long
compared to stock. Yeah, no, it's here versus up there.
Yeah.
And then what I'll probably do is just order some custom links once we know the length we need for both cars. I think the M2 is fine, but for this car, I'd like to have specific custom end links.
Yeah.
We're going to eliminate EDC, and so I think everybody gets so excited about wanting EDC
to work with the. Yeah.
So do you want shocks that aren't as good just so that you can press the button? I say just get your suspension set up and get rid of that nonsense. I hate suspension control.
Yeah. Yeah, I know KW V4s they use the EDC. I prefer just to set it up like you.
Yeah. I don't want or need that. We don't want these completely off, just almost off, right?
You can take them off. All that's going to happen is it's going to drop a little bit. No big deal. Just do one side at a time. As sway bar will limit how far it can fall.
And less weight to mess with.
Yep. Might as well do that.
So you see these are specific centering.
They center in the strut brace bracket.
Right. So now that completely negates the whole coffee thing. It's cold. What's
This
the
isn't
point?
coffee. This is chai tea.
Yeah, horrible flavor.
Now you would like chai tea, I think. It's lots of sugar in it.
You know what I like?
It's like a snack.
You know what I like? Water.
Yeah, I know, I do too.
I don't need any drugs to keep me existing.
Yeah, I know. It's funny, when I first met you, you used to drink everything with sugary. Sodas and all that. Now yes, you drank soda when I first, yes you did.
No way.
You used to drink Sprite. I was with you.
Yeah, well, I'd have it once in a while, but I'd drink a freaking whole gallon of it. That's
why I'm saying you used to drink soda. Now you drink sparkling water. I'm giving you props.
No, you just caught me at a...
No, I caught you. What, a weakness in your life?
No, binge cycle.
Binge cycle.
I never drank soda in my life, other than when I'm on a binge cycle of craziness.
Well, but you were on a constant binge cycle about every... With a couple weeks off.
Maybe at a restaurant, but not in real life.
No?
I don't think I've...
What is real life exactly? See, all these justifications.
Real life is
well,
my
it was
kitchen.
only on a binge cycle, only in a restaurant.
I hate this thing. It's
What,
like...
the plug?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a half an hour ordeal. But first, we got to get this stupid clip off. That doesn't come off, and there's not enough room.
So
I'm trying not to scratch this thing. I bought 7 of these. This piece right here, because it always frickin' breaks. So
yeah. Oh boy.
So I need a flathead to get that off.
Yeah.
And then we need a little baby screwdriver to get this thing.
Yeah, it's one of those push on. There you go, you got it. No breaky.
I hate this one. Why would they make it so freaking hard? Why does it have to have safety tamper switches on it? Yeah, broke.
Yeah.
Like, this is the one thing you have to take off all the time, BMW idiots.
Look at that, how fragile they are.
You can, but then it just goes inside like this. It doesn't do you any good. It goes through. You just thought I was complaining.
Oh, no.
No, I'm
I believe you.
Stupidest connector in...
It's got 4 safety tabs.
Shoot. I don't think so.
Well,
yeah, it goes in there.
Yeah.
So that's the worst part of the whole suspension install.
That's how it comes out, it looks like. Oh, you know what, Matt? Why don't you show me this? This is another plug. You're supposed to unplug this one.
Yeah. Well, now it's really
Let's
jacked.
put it back in. No. We just unplugged the wrong plug. It's fine. It's not a problem. There. Perfect. Here.
Mm-hmm.
See?
It's perfect.
No problem, Matt. Don't panic.
I'm not panicked. I'm angry at stupidity.
Glass is half full.
Like, put that sensor somewhere else, dum-dums. Why would you put it in the thing? You got to take that out to change the cabin air filter all the
You're
time.
calling. You should have been a BMW engineer.
Yes. Here's what you do, BMW. Go visit Porsche. Go take a visit.
Just cop out.
So much for smiling.
Come on. You're good. Everything's good. The sensor is not broken. It's unplugged. We're successful.
You're about to drop some juice all over my...
No.
Remember, this car is corrected and protected.
No juice is happening.
No juicing, no touching.
I'm going to flush all the fluid out of it so its brake system's empty so that we can pull the calipers and everything and there won't be any fluid running around anywhere. All right, so what I did was I bled the whole brake system out using a pressure bleeder, drained every line. I went to each caliper, starting with the right rear, worked my way around. So it should be pretty close to empty. Disconnecting the brake line off this one now. We're going to pull the calipers, pull the rotors off all 4 corners, get them out of the way, and then we're going to do suspension, and then we'll put the carbon ceramics on. So I just disconnected this brake line. We'll just see if there's anything left in it. Very good. So the bleeding worked pretty well. Nothing. All right, I just try not to make a mess on Maddie's 900-mile car. He said he don't want me rubbing on it, and don't drip on it. Well, these are pretty brand new, man. Look at, there's hardly any brake dust on them. So we'll pull the sensors. I guess he's gonna save all this just in case he ever wants to put back stock. So pull the caliper bolts, which look to be 19s, either 18s or 19s. So that, and the line can come with the caliper. Well, that wheel bearing shot, Mike. I'm kidding, it's not. Don't say that. Matt will be all freaked out. What do you mean? So we got an 11 millimeter on the brake lines. I like to use fuel line wrenches so there's no risk of rounding off a nut. So oftentimes they're pretty darn tight. Okay, there's that one. So brake line's disconnected. Make sure I might.
Dirty there.
Yeah, I found the only dirt that's on the car. Brakes. That's it. Everything else is clean.
It's about to be.
Yeah, and then everything's going to be clean pretty soon. Brake lines and stock calipers are off. They're over sitting there. So I'm going to put that pan back on, that reinforcement pan right here. Had to take that off because I had to adjust the steering was like, I don't know, 10 degrees off or something. So I adjusted that. So I'll put that back on, and then we can start putting the suspension, taking the old suspension out, putting the new stuff in. Sound like fun? I'm excited.
I don't know, Mike.
I am, I really am. I like doing this stuff. It's fun. I'm just excited to see it on the ground, see it look right. And then we have to go get the factory, the ZCP wheels put on there. Because Matt wants to get it aligned and set up with those wheels. And then we'll probably put the other wheels on just for fun to take some pictures, and then I think Matt's gonna sell them. He always comes back to the ZCP wheels. You notice that?
Yeah, I mean, they're the best.
They look good on this car. BMW got those wheels right.
So yeah, she already took it apart. We have to trim the dust shield here.
Yeah, so first things first, we'll pull the strut out, loosen the pinch bolt, get the 3 top bolts out, take that out, and then put the new one in, coilover in, and then we'll trim the dust shield for the brakes.
Oh boy.
Oh, what are you looking for?
Ratchet.
It's all here. I have everything in a 16 millimeter.
13.
13 for what? Oh, for the top. I was going to do the pinch bolt first.
Okay. 16's gone.
16's right here.
It's all negative. This is gonna be a great video. People are gonna love this.
Yeah, we got
This is rage.
negative.
All I ate was like a
bucket of meat. That's
no,
it.
not even a. I wish it was a bucket. Like a
It was like
palm of
it was,
chicken nuggets.
that was $10 too, for 4 ounces of meat.
Yeah, what the heck?
That's $40 a pound.
I
you paid for
clicked
that
on
chicken.
bowl.
I don't know what happened. I think you just chose chicken and said, "Good, I'm good."
Yeah.
You didn't do any of the other things.
I saw it. You were just choosing. I was looking for this so I could not do rice and stuff like that, but I must not have done something right.
Yeah.
$10 worth of nothing.
$10 for 4 ounces of meat.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
You know what the best part of today is, Mike?
What?
I just learned that I've got another day.
Oh yeah, you thought tomorrow was Saturday.
Yeah.
I know.
Tomorrow is Friday.
Crisis averted.
Yeah, but the M2 is ruined, broken. Doesn't
M2
work.
just needs to be coated.
Yeah.
There, not much room.
Then again, I was riding around with the red calipers, not a care in the world.
Same. I think it's just in your head now. You're freaking out about it.
Yeah.
Because we both.
Maybe the camber turns the wheel toward the caliper a bit.
Nope. No, they're
it all
fixed.
goes together,
They're all fixed. Yeah. It's just in your head because we now see how close it is. So now you're thinking, oh my gosh.
Yeah. This one's not going to be close. We have plenty of room.
Yeah.
So we have, turns out we have sway bar end links that Barry sent us, SPL links. So these are some pretty looking links, and they're the right length that we need. Because the TTX is so much different than any other coilover I've ever done, where it has a threaded collar on the threaded shock body, and so we just thread this SPL link right into here. And then when I get my Dynon sway bars, all I'll do is just swap. Just swap the sway bars and use the same end links and everything will be good. So our height, we're gonna roll with what Barry said our height, and we're gonna roll with what he said our compression and rebound. And he made me aware that, Mike, so when they do, he does right and left. Right and left doesn't matter. He puts a right sticker on there, that way, like, because you know he's doing all race cars and stuff like that.
So corner balancing.
Well, no, it's so that in servicing, so they'll know.
Oh, which one it came off of.
Right.
I got you. Okay. Because they looked identical to me. I was wondering why. I thought maybe was that advanced that he was valving them different depending on the car weight.
Yeah, that looks awesome. Look at that thing. It's pretty heavy. We're not lightening up the car by this. We're just increasing the speed at which I can go to Publix. Adding to the Eeyore, now my lift is exploding. Look, it's peeing on the floor. Everything's falling apart. Oh gosh. I think I should order, should I order some, no, we can't start this, because this is where our life's going to be for the next month. I should order some 2Js and let's get some Napoleons and some black and whites and some delicious food.
Yeah, we need to do that there.
Yeah, we need to not do that anywhere.
Well, I mean,
if
we're gonna do it, that's
you gotta stay hungry.
Yeah, that's true.
We'd be better off being hungry than overfed. Because I'll have a month straight of, well, we're working hard, so we deserve it kind of feeling, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then you enable it.
Well, because I'm hungry too. Have to open that pinch bolt.
So there's a little pinch bolt area. I'm not being very helpful.
That's all right.
See, I told you he's enabling. It's a king enabler. Him and Michelle together. Two biggest enablers in my life.
There we go.
So I got a whole.
Can't even work now.
I got a whole army of it. Jeff's an enabler. He always does whatever I ask him to do. He gets it done. Waba's an enabler. He's always messing with the camera. I said, set the camera up for me. It's
yeah.
Gosh, this is a dream. On older cars, this is you're like jackhammering on this thing to get it out of there.
And this thing just falls out, more or less.
It's like they just put it together a couple weeks ago.
Yep. Let me pull from down here and you try to wiggle it. It's close.
The heck?
It's just tight. I got the driver's side out by myself.
Yeah, what the heck? Let's what if we push it back in the cup and then you can come out this way? Out that way.
You have to slide this strut down way further. There you go. That's it. I knew it'd come out without doing that. It was just jammed. All right.
The Vorschlag camber plates.
Yeah, a trick little pointer on there for your camber adjust.
Barry's going to come here and teach us all about this suspension that I bought. I don't know anything about it. It's super cool. I figured it probably wasn't smart to tear apart the third car.
Yeah.
Sell 2 cars, tear apart the only 3 cars that you have is not a good formula for success.
Now, we need to pull our camber all the way this way, though,
Yeah.
before you tighten it too much. Okay, that's it.
And make sure these, we only do 22 foot-pounds because I blew through the threads on the road and track on the other E92. Mm-hmm. You need to send me a new bracket.
Yeah. Okay, now sway bar.
Now, if you want to lower it, you don't lower it here from the preload. You lower it from,
Yep, that collar.
yeah. Which
So
is
you have to
kind of a
loosen the
pain.
split bolt,
Yeah.
drop the knuckle down a little bit. There's a couple of set screws, and then you can lower it.
All right, so that's it for the front suspension. Piece of
Except
cake.
for we have to do the sway bar and link.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So what I did on the sway bar end links, car's in full droop, right? So I got them both installed, and what I did was I made it so that both sides, you can simply hand turn it. So it's kind of at this neutral position. If I try to shorten them, they get tight. If I try to lengthen them, they start getting tight. So you find that neutral position where they're really not under any kind of tension. And that's where you want to start with.
The roll. Detail guy, garbage guy. Just follow Mike around and clean up after him.
Yeah. Pretty close. Right at elbow, Mike.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. You can't tell. You can't tell what kind of
Yeah, I know, there's
horsepower you're pushing.
It's
there.
like having your nitrous hidden.
Yeah. No one knows we got some Vorschlag camber plates for extra bite, extra juice.
Yep.
So
let's do the brakes.
Suspension in front's done, right? So
Yeah.
now we need to do the brakes.
Big brake kit on this one. Let's go up.
I keep saying we. Let me just sit down here. So I'm missing, I think I already said this, but I'm missing guiding sway bar and the front monoball for the front control arm. We'll get that later. Now this piece here has to be trimmed. So we have to trim this for so that we
this,
can
for
clear
this bracket.
Yeah,
Yep.
because this bracket has to go, you put this on, it's confused us every darn time. But you put the bracket on
And it bolts.
and it bolts from,
Yeah, that's right.
bracket goes in the back and you bolt from the front.
Yep, you bolt through, bolt it. Versus where it was in the factory, it was on this side.
Correct.
So I have to trim here and there.
Yep. So Mike, I've been thinking about my next move. Like, what am I going to do when I hit 1,000 miles? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Am I just get a new one? Just throw it away? Start over?
I don't want to drive it. I mean, knowing what it means to you, no thanks.
Yeah, if this car gets crashed, I don't want to be the one to crash it.
I don't want you to crash it either, but. Okay.
It's me. The 200,000 easy car. This thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Irreplaceable 200,000.
Yeah, you're not going to find another one.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll drive it in the parking lot, from this parking lot to that parking lot. That's about it.
He's still using that made-up word, isn't he?
Orientate.
Yeah, the Mike F word.
What word is that?
The Mike F word.
Orientate. Orient. Orientate. I thought orientate was a.
I want some Orientate sushi is what I want right now. Got all these parts here for a year, 6 months.
They're quickly dwindling.
They were okay to sit here 2 weeks ago, but now Gotta rush it. So that's the life of a YouTuber. Making fake deadlines.
Wait, you do YouTube?
Fake deadlines.
Fake deadlines, yeah. Like the house has to be remodeled in 7 days. Fake deadline.
Yep.
What is it? Home Makeover Extreme Edition.
I think all YouTubers feel like everybody knows what you're gonna do, and so you have to get it done because otherwise someone else is gonna do it. That's the fear. That is special. Let's see which one had coating on it and which one had panel wipe on it. So we'll let that sit for a little while, and then we'll put a coat of gliss on, and then these are ready for prime time.
I like that. Ready for prime.
Ready for garage admiring. Just peek at it in the garage every couple of days. See how it's looking. It's like, yep, it still looks good. Dang it.
Man, dude, it does look amazing. Man. Looks like it's ready for a racetrack, Matt.
Well, ain't gonna see one of those. I can tell you that right now.
Well, you might drive by one someday. We got our standstill brake line in. Our speed sensor is routed correctly. So we removed the pad wear sensor. So that junction box is there. We just disconnected that. And now we'll do the rear suspension and rear brakes. All right, so in order to get to the shock bolts, you gotta pull all the trim out of the trunk. So shock bolts under here. This is our EDC. I'm gonna take this off and then unplug EDC like that. And then there's a nut here. I think it's 22. So I've got to get a wrench, and then I got to be able to hold the top of the shock. Another wrench, looks like maybe 10 millimeter, and then pull that loose, and then we can lift the car back up.
So my two 2016 GT3s, no good. First two attempts, this is good. It's a good thing. One of them's kind of a jank car. That was the black one. I think I told me, he's like, yeah, it's not a showroom car. I said, all right, thank you. He was pretty honest. And then the other one has an aftermarket wonk bumper. Like, how do you have an aftermarket bumper on a GT3? Like, why would you mess with the bumper? It's like the one thing you don't, why would you mess with that?
It has the better bumper of between the .1 and .2, that's the better bumper.
Yeah, like it has like a big cutout for like a tow hook. Like it's a cup car replica that doesn't fit right. And the car's $220 grand. If I'm gonna buy a $220,000 car that's worth $160, that's where I think those cars are headed. I kind of want to order Chipotle, only do it right this time. I should be at the gym right now, and I should be coming home and eating a steak. Instead, I'm here.
We can leave.
I'm watching Mike work, ordering sushi.
Mike, you got it out.
I got the sensor out. This comes out.
Shock just pulls out.
Yeah, it goes like that. New shock has the top hat on the shock. It's got like, it pilots into this here. It's pretty tricky unit. It's a Milwaukee, half-inch drive, big impact with extended anvil.
It's good.
Available at obsessgarage.com. It's a man's tool right here.
Very beefy.
And no, I'm not using an impact socket. We don't have one this size.
Dang it. This is 76 minutes. We're not even gonna be here then.
Yeah, I would nix that idea.
Comes down.
So, coil spring and adjuster goes in next.
Correct. So we were going to double stack those in. And so use the old ductwork and then run some air conditioning. Yeah, it also conditioned. That was so then you put the air handler in the attic there.
Now I have to loosen this a little bit just so we. So we'll want to do the final tightening when it's on the ground, because that's a bushing. We won't twist it. So I snug it up and then back it off a little bit so it's not totally tight. Then once we get the car weighted on the ground, we'll finish tightening both sides. I left that side loose too. So I don't have a skinny wrench, unfortunately. So
you're using vice grip.
no, channel lock to grab the. See this here? There's a really thin slot to get hold that. I don't have that. So what I'm doing is I'm using this. It's not ideal, but it's fine. It's not gonna hurt anything.
Oh, I see.
I'm grabbing that right there as a backer. So otherwise it just spins.
By the way, the mountain house takes your house times 57 from the complexity standpoint. So I'm scared to death that this thing is going to be, and it all has the same air conditioning that you have, all carrier affinity, which freaks me out. And it has like 4 more of them. Like, there we go. Up there, I'm going up to the 14th.
I'll do the bracket, cut this backing plate, do the big brake on here, the carbon ceramics, and then I'll go up top when we lower the car and tighten that shock.
Yeah, so this dust boot thingy you can't really take off unless you're gonna
Pull the brakes apart.
brake apart.
Either way, we have to cut it anyway. So.
Oh, you got the rear suspension in when I was in here messing around?
Yeah.
Not ordering food. This is good. We're fasting. This is good.
Yeah.
Gosh, I love this look. The look of gold.
High performance-ness. Right there.
Can't believe you're hacking up this beautiful car, Mike. I would have never done that.
No. I know you wouldn't
I
have.
never hacked it up like that.
Yeah. It's a crime.
It's a crime against humanity. Mm-hmm. So what do they call it? It's a microaggression program.
Microaggression, yeah. I'm gonna get canceled for this.
It's a microaggression against a perfect E92. People really don't like it that I don't go around turns with these fancy suspensions. Just going around that one turn to my house. Mm-hmm. The one turn.
How well it's going to handle there?
It's going to be amazing. I might even go past there and do 2 turns.
You know?
And then come back again, and then I would have done 3 full turns. The only weight savings it's done is to my bank account. Made sure I didn't have too much weight in money. Here we go again.
I know.
Nope.
Nope.
Yep. Boom. I'm getting a strong sense of wanting to quit here, Mike.
What? Almost done. Like literally we do this and then put the top shock piece on and then bleed the brakes.
Yeah,
You want to finish tomorrow?
kind of.
All right.
I'm freaking starving.
Don't go home and just blow it all.
All I ate was a darn piece
Some chicken.
a tenth of a chicken breast.
I have an apple if you want it. Want my apple?
No.
No.
Nope.
No?
Heck.
I have to jack the suspension up just a little bit so it pushes us through the body.
I got it.
You got it?
Yep.
Okay. I think it's 22.
So EDC modules right here. This box. So you have to disconnect the white and the blue. Not this white one back there. I don't know what that is. You take these guys, you just tuck them back in here, and you pretend that everything's gonna be all right. Just like that. This thing comes through the hole here. Nope, not that hole, this hole. And they're back together, just like that. Yeah, that's what you guys don't know, is that Mike just lives here in the garage.
Yeah. You guys leave, I pretend to go home, then when you guys are all gone, I come back and sleep. Right over there in the corner next to the air compressor where it's warm.
You always topping off Chris's 3-in-1 shampoo and conditioner over there next door
I do.
to make it look like you're not using
I
it.
have my own. It's in the Sonic roller box in there.
Okay.
See, you just don't know. It's on the bottom drawer with some papers covered over it.
God dang it. Oh, wow. How did I manage to make that so hard? How did I felt like I did this in 8 minutes before. It connects to itself. God dang. And we're gonna go to this little cutie. So can somebody explain to me in the comments? Somebody was telling me this is a 30 amp hour battery. That's a 120 amp hour battery. But this is lithium ion. So how does that work? Look at this. Like the cardboard box weighs a little bit more than the battery does. This is how I get maximum performance. But what we got to do is debadge it. And anti-gravity is my favorite because they put the best kind of stickers on here. Don't you wish all stickers came off like that? I sure do. Car guy jadedness I got going on here. Oh yeah, I just had a $900 battery. The battery's laying around in the attic. I don't know how that happened. Mike T ordered me a bunch of batteries, and I ended up with a couple of extras. You know what I gotta do? The other one's for the GT3, so I gotta get a GT3 here quick. See if I can use that other battery. It's in the car.
Yeah, before it goes bad.
I mean, this has seriously gotta change the weight balance of this car.
Yeah.
To drop 35 pounds, 40 pounds.
That. Doing some bleeding. Last one. Did the right rear, right left, right front, left front. I'm officially bled. Just want to make sure I don't have any leaks. Oops, sorry, Mike. Make sure there's nothing dripping. I went twice all the way around, bled everything. So it should be good. Hey, it's sitting on the ground. Brakes work. We did it, we left it the way, what's his name? Barry? The way Barry had it set up. So it's not quite as aggressive as Matt would like. The rear needs to come down. Probably the rear right to about there. So like half an inch, maybe 5/8. The front's 4x4 mode right now.
Deep breath. Too much. too much at once, messing with the M2. The M2 was broken, and then I decided to tear this apart. Didn't know the M2 was broken until I tore this thing apart. So everything seems to be great. I just drove around the block. I need to come up in the rear about a 1/4 inch. It's a little tight for me. I have a 10 mil spacer in the rear. I might run a 12, and then I have a 12 in the front. This is as low as I can get, which is probably better. You know, I tend to want to go lower than I should, but this is how the car is going to sit. The other thing we forgot to do in all of our haste, I forgot to ground the brake sensor wire. So we remove the brake sensor wire. You have to cut it and then tap and put them both together. So I have to do that on all 4 corners. But the project is done. We're going to get it aligned, and then I'll have some driving impressions for you. But just my little jaunt around the block, it seems super compliant, and it's going to be great. I have to bed the brakes too, so I'll just do 10, just shy of ABS stops. After I bed them, I'm going to bleed the brakes a little more, just get the remaining air out of the ABS system, and we got ourselves a darn near complete E92. Waiting on my Dynon sway bars come, I'll do that, and then Dynon sway bar end links on the front. Actually, no, we'll keep those SPL end links. I think they looked really, really nice, and I'll probably order some fall line rear sway bar end links. I don't remember. I don't think they make a rear sway bar for this car, if I remember correctly. Not going to make a whole heck of a lot of difference for what I'm doing with it, other than it'll be cool. So I need to do the radar detector in this, and this car is ready to just live and enjoy and do some wash and talks with. So that's a pretty epic upgrade. Probably if I could do it again, I probably would do it in less haste and enjoy it more. I'm leaving for a month to go to the Destination OG house and build that garage and set up the furniture and all that stuff. But yeah, dream come true, and I promise I'll enjoy it as time goes on. We're about to hit 1,000 miles on this thing, so be on the lookout for another 500 mile E92. If you find one, send it to me. So anyway, thanks for watching. As always, stay tuned for more crazy. Yeah, Mike and I will keep working on these projects. I promise E36 coming next. E36 will be in August. We'll get that thing all set up with its suspension and stereo, and we'll give you a tour and give you an update on all that. So thanks for watching. See you soon.